welcome to Lucin's Crochet. Today I'm going to show you how to make this connecting stitch, which works brilliantly with Tunisian simple stitch, and it allows you to work a flat piece in the round, so it allows you a continuous stitch. What I've done here is I've used the Tunisian modified cast-on approach, which is fantastic. So it gives you a nice sort of springy basis to start your project. All I've done is cast on at this point, and now I'm going to make a return pass, and I would do that the traditional way: pull through one and then pull through two. And now I'm going to pull through all stitches until I have just two remaining. When you have two stitches left on your hook, you want to take your stitch marker and go through both those last two stitches, loops on your hook, and push that stitch marker to the back and then finish that last pull through. So the stitch marker is attached at the back, and I've completed that return pass. Now I'll do my forward pass as normal. In this case it will be my Tunisian simple stitch, and this connecting stitch works best with the simple stitch. So I will simple stitch all the way across. So I have almost come to the end of my forward pass with my Tunisian simple stitch. For the connecting stitch, you will finish your forward pass as you normally do. So I'll come to the end, and I'm going to put my hook under those two vertical bars of that last stitch as you normally would and pull through. Now you're going to connect with the end of obviously your same piece of work, and what you're going to be doing is inserting your hook into the two loops that are marked off by your stitch marker. So I'm going to insert my hook into those two, on over, pull through those two and through the very last stitch of my forward pass. So pull through those and pull. And then your return passes from here on out will always be pull through two. So on every row, after you pull through the stitch marker and the very first or very last stitch of that forward pass, you will return pass through two. So I will do that all the way to the end. So I'm coming round on my return pass, and when I get to my last two loops on my hook, I'm going to insert that stitch marker again into those last two loops and push it to the back and draw through. And then I'll continue another row, Tunisian simple stitch, and I'll see you at the end. So I've worked my way around and I'm coming back to the end of my forward pass. So I'm going to complete it as normal. So I've got one stitch and then my very last stitch. So there are no more stitches. So I'm going to go through those two loops indicated by the stitch marker, yarn over, pull through those two and pull through that last stitch of the forward. Take out my stitch marker and then continue with my return through two. And I'll return through two the entire way back, and I'll see you at the end. I'm coming to the end of my return pass, and can you see that it's almost our invisible join? That's the other end. These are my two ends of my piece here, and almost seamless. So I come to the end and I'm going to insert my stitch marker again into those last 2 loops. And push it to the back and then draw through those last 2. And then continue